Hey all, it's your girl Erin, and today I'm going to be playing some MTG Arena. I am playing the color challenges and I am on the last color challenge. We've already done white, blue, black and red, so you can look at my previous videos if you want to see those. But basically the color challenges are these games against, well, it's 4 AI and then a real person at the end, using a specific color with a deck that you kind of get given. And that's kind of just warming you up to what all the decks are like, what kind of cards you might play against. You're playing against each of the different colors except your own here. It's a nice way to get into the game if you're new. If you are not new, if you've played Magic a while, it still lets you practice with the new app. And if you know how to use the app but it's a new account, you still are unlocking more cards and stuff. So it's not the worst that you have to go through all of this at the beginning before you can actually start building a deck. But once I've finished this, so probably the next video, I will actually be building a deck after opening a bunch of packs that we've unlocked, and also through some promo codes that I'll go through in the next video, and we'll be able to start playing against people with the deck we made and see how well I can do on my free-to-play only account. In turn 2 we played the Season of Growth, which allows you to scry every time you play a creature and draw a card every time you target one of your own creatures, which is pretty cool. So an Oakenform enchantment would enchant a creature, which would let us draw a card, but we need a creature to be able to do that, so we will just be playing the Greenwood Sentinel. And that'll let us scry. And it's a land next. We already have 3 plus 2 more, and that's enough to play everything we have, so I will put that at the bottom. Now the enemy has flyers, so I can't block them anyway, so not much I can do about that. Now on my turn I could play the Wild Ceratok, or I could try and make the Greenwood Sentinel a bit bigger by putting the Oakenform on it. Or I could play another Greenwood Sentinel. Now, it has Vigilance, which means it doesn't tap when I attack, which is pretty cool because you can keep it back as a blocker. But they're all flying anyway, so having a blocker isn't that important. But if I want to start doing damage, then I kind of need to make it bigger, because as it is, they are quite likely to block. If they blocked, I would kind of be okay because it's making their flyers cheaper. But, what I want to maybe do is just try and get bigger creatures than them and just attack over and over so that they have to go on the defensive. So having something that can attack and block means they kind of can't play something on the ground and expect it to get through. And maybe I'll get a card which can give this creature reach as well, so I'm not totally safe in this fight. But they are kind of safe, and they will kind of hurt me if I don't do anything to stop them. I am thinking of playing another Sentinel, which lets me try. Giant Growth can be quite useful. And it seems like it's turning into a bit of a race, because they will be able to deal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which will take me down to 5. This does not give me trample, so it might be better to put it on that creature. So let's attack and see what they do. And so now I can put it on my other creature, so they'll take me down to 5, but I'll also be threatening them with 10, which can kill them, so they need to make sure they have a blocker. This one will obviously block because it can't attack, but so they are choosing to do it. Cool, I drew a Giant Growth, so that's exactly what I needed to win, because so playing this would be fine because I'd still have 2 mana left, but basically now what's going to happen is they only have 1 blocker, So I attack with both. They block one of them because if they don't, they die. The one they don't block, I can Giant Growth twice to give +3, +3, +3, +3, putting it on 11/11, which is enough to kill them. They might have a card in hand. They have a bunch of mana, so they might have a card in hand that will be able to interfere with that plan. And if they do and it works and they survive, I'm dead next turn. So I'm thinking of just playing this because if they have a counter spell, then, you know, could have wasted on that. But I don't think they do. There wasn't any hesitation at all. Consider whether it was a human, you know, it's not, but it was a human and they hesitated, like, okay, maybe they have a counter spell and they're wondering to use it or not. There's no consideration there, so I'm pretty confident they don't have a counter spell, meaning they shouldn't be able to stop me from doing this. Now I'm draw a card, which is another giant. Cool. And then I'm going to do it again. So now this would be when they would counter. They didn't. So they would wait until like they're playing control and they had a counter. They'd wait until like I was actually going to kill them, because until then they're better off just leaving me to attack and they can kill me next turn. But yeah, that was that for Jace, blue Planeswalker, and we unlock some cards for green. We get Season Growth, that enchantment that let us draw and scry, and then the aggressive Mammoth, which gives other creatures trample and has trample itself, but that's 6 mana to cast. There were a few others on the side there, but it's fine. You know, when we've done all the color challenges, we can actually look at all the cards like side by side in the whole collection. I don't know if it's really worth trying to memorize them or anything now. No one drop, play a land. These hands are kind of pre-generated, not normal random ones that you can kind of have the thing. They green sentinels. They not be able to survive if they might be able to make it bigger, but then I'm forcing them to do that, which gets a card out of their hand. But instead they will just also gets a card out of their hand, but without the whole thematic combat. So I can do that again, and this time if they try to shock it, I'll just Giant Growth it. We'll go up to 5/5, so I would need like even 2 shocks wouldn't kill it. Oh, the spells didn't. Now, Cavalcade of Calamity actually sees play in like constructed standard decks. Pretty good card. Whenever they attack, it deals a damage to either me or the Planeswalker they're attacking. That just adds an extra 1 so it can't be blocked. And now they are trying to shock my dude again. For shame. I survived that, and now I'm able to block. I wouldn't have been able to do it first. So that is helping us to put them kind of less in control. If I play that, then I am not free to do any more giant thing, which leaves me vulnerable to that kind of thing again. This puts me up pretty high, and I still have mana for a Giant Growth. Pretty safe now. And next turn, if I get a land, I can play that and have the Giant Growth ready. They try to kill something. So you might want to keep stuff back to block if you are facing red and they're aggressive, but because I had Vigilance, I can both attack and stay back to block. As well as sometimes it's good to attack to put pressure on them so they realize that they have to hold back someone to block and not attack everyone. But that is annoying because that gives damage that is non-combat, giving their Thunderous Spitfire +3 block. And I don't have reach, so I can't block my Spitfire. So whatever damage it's going to do to me, it's going to do. It will be at least 4 because it will, if it attacks, it gets at least 1 trigger from that, which does 1. So it'll do +3. So I'll take 5 every time it attacks. I didn't get a land, so I'm actually not going to play the Ceratok yet. And I would rather just play it safe for now. And end the turn, because next turn, both of them plus the giant growth is 10. That's enough to kill them if they don't kill me and if they don't have blockers. Or any way of killing my creatures. They need to be careful of green. Don't have flying, so that is going to give them first strike. +1, take me down to 7, which is kind of in danger of dying next turn, unless I can kill them or they get another turn. What I will try to do now. I also have another giant growth, so anyway, oh crap, I'm supposed to cast the giant. Oh well, now I am actually in danger of dying. But let's see, they're at least doing 5. Can they give their Phoenix another 3 and kill me? Let's... No? Yes. So that's enough to kill me, so... Oh, I should have used the giant growth on that one. Okay, I'm getting tired. I've been playing all of these today. All in a row, so I think I'm going to stop after green. Because I'm obviously not concentrating hard enough. So let's go through that again and try and not make those same mistakes again. So the problem there was forgetting to giant growth. I was just hitting result or hitting like let's go to damage. Like they're even telling me what to do. You know? Oh, that's actually kind of cool that they do that. So yeah, they picked up the mistake I made. I had a giant growth, I could have saved my creature and I didn't. And I could have actually killed them before they even had that shot. Let's do it again, and this time with less mistake. Play the Greenwood Sentinel, and I'll try to be a little bit less chatty. Because like I talk about stuff that isn't necessarily what the game is, and assuming I'd be okay because it's easy, but it isn't as easy once you get loaded down. Green color challenge. It's kind of going similar to last game so far. I could have waited to play the Sentinel until after I had enough for a Banquet anyway, but I do want to have force them to sort of respond, you know, not just wait and hope. Sometimes you just die faster than you thought you were going to. It's a mistake to place it. Now it's quite important, but I'm trying to tell. Okay, so let's play the Ceratok. Just because I have another Sentinel to play. And we tried the Oaken form last time, which was cool. But they ended up having power. And it's still cool, but either way. I think what I want to do now is I want to do that so I have enough mana for a giant growth. I'd rather put the Oaken form on the creature that has vigilance. And still stay around to block. So now I can... So shock doesn't kill the Ceratok, so they need something more than a shock now. Uncool. Block the... Raging Goblin. Wow. That is a lot of... But you know, next turn I have enough. I was like, if they're doing another base damage, I'm just... ridiculous. Red can kill you sometimes. But being able to survive means we can't attack. We don't even need anything. That went a bit better. Constantly trying to remember to giant growth, or just have a creature that's big enough not to need one. But yeah, red is quite challenging. All those shocks that you have. So now I am playing against a real person. Hopefully winning. Oh no, I'm playing against a Johnny Goldman. Oh no, not a real person. How is it waiting so? They don't have shock, I'm hoping. So Rabbit Bite's a new card, and Rabbit Bite, it's a creature that we control will damage equal to its power to a creature we don't control, which can be very useful when you have a giant growth. So normally playing tricks like this might not work, but in this case it does, because we make our sentinel big enough that the Rabbit Bite will actually allow it to kill the Ajani. But now we didn't have to do all of that, only kill the Ajani, because the giant growth will still be there after it is used to get our power up. So we can still use that giant growth to do more damage, and that effectively allows us to kill that Ajani. But they have another one. We get another giant growth for our second Rabbit Bite. That's cool. So let's just go for it and do it again, because you know, getting rid of the Johnnies, well, the Johnny card mates especially, is one of the best. They can, with lifelink, they can get big. They can get so big that these kinds of giant growth tricks don't even work anymore. And it just... Normally green doesn't have a way to just kill a creature outright, it uses your creatures to kill the other. So yeah, we're kind of running out of cards and mana. When we cast a spell that targets an all-back rhino, draw a card. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we don't have anything right now, but it is also a 4/4. Now, I'm not sure if we attack. I think we do, because they are on 13 life and we are on 17. So we are keeping up pressure by stopping them from amassing enough creatures. Now we get a seasoned growth, which is not a bad card. So I don't actually want land, even though we kind of want more land at some point. Moments I want something to target, but if they double block, there's nothing for them for me to target anyway, which they are doing. But I'm okay with that, because I have a desire for them not to have creatures. When Silverback Shaman don't have enough. So yeah, maybe scrying kind of fits us, but you don't know you're going to draw a big card. But yeah, the Johnny's getting big. Fortunately, we drew a land before it got too big to kill. And Rabbit Bite is next, so let's attack because we weren't going to block with that. We weren't able to keep control of the board state, but now we might be able to kind of get the upper hand because we know we have a Rabbit Bite next. They can't do anything about it, so we will definitely be able to kill the Ajani. They're leaving back a bird's block. So I think we just take 5 because if we kill the Ajani and they block with the bird, they only have a 1/1 left. And we will have 5, 4 and a 2. And also draw a card by targeting. Pretty useful. And so now we can attack. And they don't block, which is concerning. So they'll do 2 more to me. So basically you can count how long you've got left by, they call it a clock, but they can do 2 damage a turn with the birds and I can't stop that. I'm on 4 life, so that means 2 more of their turns of doing that and I'm dead. So I can survive 1 more round of not killing them, but if I haven't killed them after that, they will kill me. Alternatively, if I can kill the opponent before that second of their turns happens, fine. So I have this turn, they get a turn, and I survive that normally. Then I get another turn after that. If I can kill them in that turn, they won't have the turn they need to kill me. So if I can kill them in 2 turns, then I don't die, but they definitely can kill me in 2 turns. So let's attack anyway, see what happens. If they block both, it's going to kind of hurt because they would then be able to attack with 4. They didn't block. But at the moment, what's happening is, so I'm actually not going to giant growth it. I could giant growth my silverback though, which lets me draw a card. So I could draw a creature, which could help. And that'll do an extra 3. So now they're on 5, which means that my silverback, when it goes back to normal size, let's just put the creature down. Unfortunately, I did draw one. Able to block more than 1 creature. But yeah, so they can only do 2 this turn unless... So could very well happen, like they could have given one of them +2 and not been dead. But they didn't, which means I now have enough. So without that extra creature though, I would have been dead because they gained 2 life. So the silverback was going to do 5, but I actually needed 7 because of that extra life. But fortunately we did draw a creature and we were able to do an extra. And so yeah, there we go. So I made kind of less mistakes in my guess, although I was kind of dead to those hawks. Probably a lot better I could have done. I didn't like sabotage myself badly. Throw away something I was going to. Hopefully though, get some liquid and make. So we don't have a 1-drop, but we do have some 2-drops. They have something with Death Touch, so if I play something and expect to block it or die, I'm probably better off not blocking. If they try to kill my troll, they will succeed. But if I have 1 mana up and they try to kill it, I can take the +1 counter off, which will give it hexproof for that turn, meaning whatever spell they were using to try and kill it wouldn't be able to be untargetable. So now, what do? I think, I think I just play another one and not attack. Because I kind of want not to have them die. So Death Touch is... so this is what I was talking about. So you need a mana for it, but you can remove a counter to get hexproof. So now that it's hexproof, I'm kind of more okay with letting it die. Because that way it can take a card down, and it didn't have the ability to sort of survive and sort of... So by taking the token off and giving a hexproof, I effectively made them waste the murder. Then it killed the vampire, so that is a proper 2 for 1 there. But now I can actually kill the other one with Rabid Bite. Which, may not be the best thing to do. Because the Rabid Bite could come in really handy later on. You know what? I kind of just wanted their Death Touches out of there. Maybe they have more, maybe not, but hard to be green and try to win through big creatures if they're killed by one. So we'll give them hexproof, but like kind of don't want them to die. But now they can at least attack without big. And seeing as there is no... Like, that would be cool against the Death Touches because they'd be forced to block it. Then it would kill both of them and basically 2 for 1 that. But now that I have no Death Touches and I have no 1/1 counters to give it hexproof, I don't need the mana for that, so I can just use all my mana. And if they kill the Silverback Shaman, at least I draw a card. There's the whole card advantage. Looks like they ran out of murders for now. So, let's attack. And if they try to block the troll, I'll give it a growth cycle, keep it alive, and make sure that I have more creatures on the board than I have. And that sort of puts them on the back foot now, because, let's play the unicorn as well. Because now, they will have to block multiple creatures just to stop me from doing damage. Okay, cool. So this is where the unicorn is going to come in really handy again, because they are going to have to block it, which is going to mean that they are both 1/1s right now. They will block, and it'll kill both of them. Now, I don't know what their card is for 1 mana, but this gives my creature trample. Now, this is probably a good idea to play just in case they actually had a way, like, of killing the unicorn. Like, let's say they can give the unicorn -2/-2, and then they're able to block these creatures. Then, because right now they can't, but if they get rid of the unicorn first, then I would actually want them to have tramples. The attack doesn't get totally blocked. Otherwise, I would play it after my attack. More guessing. I have to block the unicorn. And so now, I did want to play it this turn though, so that next turn I can attack. And I think we are pretty much okay for a win here. What are they gonna do? We all have trample, but even if you kill it, it's still trample, and it's getting +5/+5. Yeah, I think as green, playing against black felt a lot easier than playing against red. For some reason. I think it's because I wasn't on the back foot as much. You know, they were less aggro. They were trying to be more controlly, and I was in the middle. Voracious Hydra lets you pay X, whatever X is, plus 2 greens, and it gets either double that many counters, or it fights a creature I don't control when it comes into play. And it's already got 1 toughness, so you could play it for 0 if you just wanted a 0/1. Also means that if all the counters get removed from it, it doesn't die. Cool. Oh, those are the cards coming out of the deck when you... Now I get it. So we are actually playing against a real person now. Timo. Hey Timo. There's someone called Timo. I wonder if it's there. I'm just going to keep because I have 3 things I can play. And the Season of Growth, if I play that, then I can play that after and Scry. I do, however, really hope to draw 1 more land so that I don't miss a land. Because as long as you have the land you need in your turn, it doesn't matter whether you have more. Like, if you could guarantee you've got a land every turn, you wouldn't need to stress about, you know, scrying as much. But as it is, scrying will help me to get missing. But I did miss a land drop because I didn't draw it. I could have played that again, but then I wouldn't have got the... They were just killing it though. This has Death Touch, so let's actually let it through. So we're playing another Season Growth. I still didn't draw. I'm gonna attack anyway though, because they might have hit me for 1, but I hit them for 2. You know, if they just want to play that game, I will come better in the long run. Now, are they going to mortify my other Season of Growth? They must know that I am severely lacking on the power. So they might actually sacrifice that creature so that it gets afterlifed and can fly. Yeah, okay, cool, I got a land. Even if I didn't, the Giant Growth would have helped me to draw, so I might have gone that way. But what I'm going to do now, I think... Rabbit Bites. Yeah, I'm gonna actually take that. Because what I want to do is attack, see if they block. If they do, Giant Growth it. Lets me draw a card. If they don't, keep it for later and potentially block and and so they are blocking. So they can get Indestructible and Death Touch and kill it anyway. That forces them to sacrifice a creature. And I do want to draw the card anyway. They didn't sacrifice a creature, they chose to let it die. Okay. I'm still able to do more damage than they are able to do to me. Got another one. So, let's see. I think I'm just gonna let it through. Because I can Rabbit Bite, so that's gonna let me kill at least one of them. So I think I'm gonna Rabbit Bite. Kill one. Or force them to sacrifice. Die, but it also draws me a card because it targets at a creature I could. So I get to draw and hopefully I can get a land and not miss another land drop. Are they trying to decide whether to give it Indestructible and Death Touch? I mean, the Death Touch can still come in handy and stop me from attacking. But, yeah. so we saved it. But it's fine, because I drew a land. So I can play a draw, which lets me scribe. All worked out. They don't have blockade. Vigilance. Green should. The giant growth at the top is fine, because even though it's not a land, which, you know, having a land would be good, it does target creature we control. So that lets us draw, and so maybe we get a land next. So I'm okay with leaving it on top. I don't have mana to give it hexproof, so if they want to kill it now is their best chance. Okay, so let's play the Rhino. The Rhino will let us scry. The land is fine. The land will do. If the Rhino survives, I will giant growth it. He's not surviving. I will not be giant growthing it. I think it might be time for... Okay. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability of opponent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Like Afterlife, which made the bird, could have made 2. And creature tokens you control have Vigilance and Lifelink. So, let's see. If we threw down the Hydra for 3 mana, it would be a 3/4. If we throw it down for 2 mana, it will be a 2/3, which... So we could either double that. So we could either double... So either way, I'm paying 2 plus the 2 other green. So yeah, we can either double the tokens or make it fight. Now what I want to do is I want to make it fight, right? And then... Oh, I didn't get a chance. I don't know if it's like sometimes you need to actually put it into full control. Because I was hoping to be able to giant growth it before the fight happened. But I may just not be understanding how it works. Because with what happened now, it would have been way better to just give it extra tokens. Like I thought I'd be able to giant growth it, get the land. You know what? You know what? Fine. Deal your damage. I will be over here casting Gorgos and getting giant growth. You can't kill Gorgos. Gorgos will make you wish that you could kill. And so whenever... Okay, cool. So whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, Gorgos Vicious Watcher fights one target creature you don't control, meaning I get to fight them even though they are killing my god. Boy. Kind of regretting having a giant growth on top now. I thought my Gorgos was going to be the fuel for many card draws, but now I have nothing to do. But either way, they are doing 3 now, and only 1 a turn after that I clean. All I need to do is draw a creature lightning fast, and things are looking better. But it's not happening yet though. What is going to happen? Emo, do you have enough? It's like once I have a creature, this is 3 things that can make me... Oh, they drew a land. So they could have kept the land and not played it if they wanted to keep me guessing. Sometimes it's like you can't. Not do that. Okay, we are still looking for a creature. Like, even any creature lets us scry, you know, and then draw off of it. So any creatures. 6 more turns of no creatures in them. Though, if they keep drawing lands, you know, because like, if they didn't draw a land, it could be a lot less than next turn. So, you know, like, give it +2, gets 3 attack, 2 less 2. Yeah, I am kind of concerned right now. My lack of creatures. Arena's, you know, all about creatures. Yes. Now I'm over here. Although, to be fair, Emo is also only drawing land. So, you know, must suck for them. They could be killing me, and it's going to get to a point pretty soon where it doesn't matter if I draw a creature, we're going to be screwed. Doesn't get to. And it's another land. Well, let's see. If they draw a land, I'm fine. If they drew something that can pump it, I... Okay, that pumps it, but only about 1. And I'm dead next to it. Creature left dead next. And it's a land. I'm going to end the turn, and I'm going to use these on my opponent's turn, because I wasn't able to use them on my... You know, why not just play the cards you can play? You are getting Giant Growth twice. And then it will both suck. But I've had fun, you know? Big numbers are fun, so, you know, I can't get the big numbers myself. At least my opponent. So we'll try this one again. And, so that, you know, we could very well have won that game if we hadn't drawn, like, a land in a row. What? I didn't win. Oh, I want to win. Don't give me the rewards if I didn't win. That's cheating. That's illegal. That's interesting though. Maybe it's to avoid the feel bad playing humans, not get people stuck. Because after this you can actually play bot matches too. They're kind of forcing you to play humans once per challenge, and then I guess they're rewarding you even if you lose. Which makes it kind of like I was saying, they handhold you a bit. And as I was saying, Magic is a game where you kind of lose a lot. And you learn. I can probably learn, and you could have probably done things better last game. So, you know, self-improvements. Enjoy self-improvement, then losing is... I probably should have mulliganed that one, but I had so much land. You know, like I'm gonna try and play this a bit safer now though, and so I won't play the troll until I have enough mana to actually protect. And let's see what Haiga can do to me. Play the troll, and basically use it as a blocker, and kill it. We will remove a token. And they have a aerialist, so they might be expecting to get blocked by me with the Scorpion and then gain life, but no. Instead they are keeping them at... So, now we will play that, and we will We'll attack. We'll attack. And see what they do. Because we've got enough to kill any of them. And if they try to kill me, you know, I just giant growth. So now I won't have enough mana to use the ability to get hexproof by removing the token. So I am a little bit at risk now, but I actually needed to play a land this turn anyway. I actually do have that mana. It actually worked out. If I didn't draw that land, if I drew something else, then I wouldn't have had enough mana for that ability, putting my troll at risk. But yeah, I do have the mana. Also giant growth, but I'm not blocking. But Season of Growth, really useful when you have creatures and things that target them. Or even just creatures. Now, whether to attack or stay back and block, that is the question. And I am going to... Okay, so now is when the proof ability. A bit of that. Now there is no more ability to hexproof things from danger. On the top, a giant growth. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna not use the giant growth. Keep that up in case they have a way on. Because if they're gonna kill the rhino, you know, I could get 2 cards by targeting. So far, they will just... No, they won't be attacking. Cool beans. So let's me be the one to attack. See if they block. Okay, they are not blocking, so let's just get in as much damage as we can and draw some cards. They don't have any mana. Not like they can kill my creature before this damage is over. It's pretty safe to do. Probably do it anyway for them. And they may regret not having blocked now. Drew a whole bunch of cards. Actually play another scrap. And I can get another rhino. So now it's fine, you know, kill my rhino. I've gotten 2 extra draws from it, done a whole bunch of damage. This sad to... And I can always... I would probably block if they attack with one of those Thirsting Bloodlords, just because I am on 14. Isn't amazingly high when they have a 5 attack fire who keeps getting bigger. Now, Gargos is pretty cool because if they try to kill my creatures via like a removal spell, like murder or something, then I get to use Gargos to attack any of their creatures, and because Gargos is big, usually that results in one of their creatures dying, Gargos staying alive. Obviously even if they attack, like, even if they try to murder like one of my other creatures, Gargos still... They're blocking with both for some reason. Probably worried about... Did they want to have trample here? So they were actually worried about taking damage. But I'm just happy that I killed one of them, because it means they are buffing each other and Burialist less. So I am a little bit less close to dying. Which was... 'Cause So Gorgos is actually a legendary creature, which means you can only have one of them on the board at a time. It's got this frilly border to indicate that. So this one in my hand is not actually going to be very useful, even though a lot cheaper because of this costs or less. But yeah, this will give other creatures trample, which I think I do that because Bulbous doesn't have trample to start with. And Rabbit Bite's pretty good, it targets the creature. And I'm only actually, yeah, let's just attack with everything because it's actually getting to a point now where we have a blocker for the ground, but the air is getting scary. If they are forced to block with an air, that means one. But they will probably survive this turn. Yeah. But that's okay, you know? And I've got like potentially being able to Rabbit Bite next turn means clearing the blocker. As long as they don't kill me, I think I'll be fine. Please don't kill me, Hygo. Please keep this one alive for the trample. So it is probably not enough him to save me here. So let's do the Rabbit Bite. Targeting, this will be a way to get rid of the fire. To one creature I don't control. Oh, wait, oops. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, even spells I cast. Okay. I didn't realize that. It's not just spells the opponent casts, even ones I cast. It's pretty much a definite win. Cool. So, and that'll be trample is cool, and green is red does have trample sometimes, but green is the one color that has the most of it. But yeah, that's it for the green color challenge, and that is it for all of the color challenges. So next up I will be making a deck and playing against people with it and trying to do daily quests, earn gold so that I can enter drafts and build up my collection and see how high I can get in the ranks on a free-to-play account. It'll be interesting to do as a video series so people can see what it's like to play free-to-play, if it's something they want to get involved in or not. I find it fun, and you know, I also want to be able to keep unlocking cards when I play. So like every time, we got XP and some more cards in the Scroll Clans deck. And we'll keep unlocking more decks every few levels. And then cool, so that's it for the color challenges. And so I'll just go to the home page now so you can see what I am looking at. Okay, these are all banned cards. I didn't know that Oko got... Okay. And this is the screen I was hoping to get to. So if you go to play, you can choose a deck. So these are the ones we got from playing the color challenges. You can play a bot match, or you can play standard or historic. Historic has a whole bunch of older cards that don't come in the packs as much. So we will probably stick to standard on the free-to-play for now. But basically you get gold or XP by winning games, and then over here you can see that every couple levels you get a pack. So you know, and then the problem is when you get to level 80, you stop winning any more packs. And so on my main account, I am on like, I think 79. So being able to play on free to play lets me unlock stuff, which is always fun again. But we do have some packs. So just by starting out, they give you a pack. And then what I'm going to do in the next video is I'm going to be going through a whole bunch of promo codes that I'll also be putting in the description of that video. So if you are starting out, you can use those promo codes and get a whole bunch more cards and packs before you actually worry about trying to build a deck that is competitive. But that'll be in the next video, so if you want to watch that, you are welcome to subscribe or whatever. And feel free to comment and like and all that. Enjoyed this. Otherwise, that'll be it. And that's it for the color challenges as well. So basically, all of that's what you kind of have to do before you are ready to start building your own custom decks. And being able to have a bunch of promo codes is going to make that a lot easier too. So it isn't actually that bad. It's a lot easier to get cards in MTG Arena than it is in real life paper magic. And also, if you saw here, every time you open a pack, you earn towards like loyalty or like reward thing towards getting another wild card, which lets you craft any card you want of that rarity. And this is rare, but sometimes it will be mythic as well. So you can actually get like planeswalkers and cards that are normally very expensive in paper magic just using those wild cards, just by getting packs that you get just by coins. And we already have 10 common, 5 uncommon, and 2 rare wild cards just from the color challenge. But yeah. Anyway, enough about that. I'll go through it in more detail in the next video. For now, that's it. And yeah, hope you have a good one. Bye.